beautiful Sunday on this beautiful Sunday. So I'm back with another good one. I'm back with another good one, right? I'm back with another banger, another heat, another fire. That's right. That's right. That's right. I hope you are home with loved ones, friends, and family, and that you are watching this dope content that's gonna have you going, That's right. And on my channel, I come with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and experience. That's right, from a spiritual realm. This is right. This is an actually true fact. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think. I want you to think to yourselves, right? This is part 4. This is part 4 of the FBI with local law enforcement, right? ISIS accepting applications. That's right. That's right. And they've been accepting applications. You got to ask yourself why they got the ski masks on. Why they not showing their face? This is something to talk about. Why they not showing their face? Because it might be somebody that you know. It might be somebody that you know that's from your neighborhood that you grew up with. That you know somebody, and they took on that job. This is an actually true fact. This is an actually true fact, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is something for you to think about. This is something for you to talk about. This is something for you to be like, yo, Austin is telling the truth. That makes sense. See, right here on my video and my content, right? And of this channel right here, we make sense of a lot of things that don't make sense, especially if you're coming from a spiritual realm. Because most of everybody when they do things of the physical. And we know that the physical has a beginning and end. We know the physical has a beginning and end. And we know that this earth and anything that's dealing with this physical existence has a beginning and end. Actually true facts. This is an actual true fact. And this is why you got to keep going. You got to keep procreating and procreating and procreating on top of procreation, on top of procreation, on top of procreation. Yes, this is an actually true fact. And I want you to understand this from a spiritual point of view, right? So this is part 4 of the FBI, right? And the local law enforcement, parentheses, ICE, are accepted applications, and they've been accepted applications. If you go inside my descriptions, you can see part 1, part 2, now part 3, now this is part 4. Because we want to make sense of a lot of things. The reason why they got these masks on, because they don't want you to know that they are working with ISIS and that they're doing things for what? For money. For money, for riches. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. Because basically, they don't want nobody to, they don't want nobody in the neighborhood to label them as snitches and everything else, or working with the law enforcement and stuff like that. That's why they got these ski masks on. Because you may know them. You may know these individuals and they from your hood. Just look around, be like, yo, hold on, where so-and-so is at? I don't know. He picked up and left. He picked up and moved. These individuals move far away. Yeah, they give you a bonus. They give you everything. They give you a house. They give you everything to have motion and movement. And they pick you because you know the cities. You know the in and out of the cities. Do you understand that? So they pick you. They pick you. And it might be a brother from what? From your hood and from your neighborhood that you grew up with. He just up and disappeared. This is something to talk about. This is an actually true fact. I want you to understand this, man. And this is not ruffling no feathers or being disrespectful toward anybody. People got to do what they got to do. People got to do what they got to do. You know? And if you thinking ignorant and you thinking on that terminology, that's right, man. They did this to us. They did this to my civilization. So why not do it to them? Because these individuals that you up and moving out and moving to Mexico and moving to Venezuela and all these other places and anywhere else, these are able descendants. These are able descendants. They just spread it out. These are able descendants. This is an actually true fact. Now, I'm going to tell you again. Canada, America, Mexico, South America, you understand what I'm saying? Are all able lands. Peace and blessings be upon them. We are of the same civilizations. And you know how you can tell? Because in these places, there are pyramids built there. I just want you to know and understand this from a spiritual point of view. From a spiritual point of view. And we need to get this information out. Share and like it. Share and like it. Share and like it. You understand? You know, a lot of these things are not shared and liked amongst us. Now, I don't know why it's not shared amongst us. It should be shared amongst us because this is really, really important. And you're going to see more people that disappear from your neighborhood because they don't got no money. They can't eat. They can't clothe themselves. Stuff like that. And this is what it is. This is what it is. So I want you to understand this. And this is why they wear the ski mask. This is why they wear the ski mask, because they know that you will recognize them. By going in the neighborhood and snatching people up and deporting people. This is an actual fact. And these people that you are deporting from out of here in North America, these are our allies. Right? And we are the same. We are the same. We are the same. It's no different. Over here in North America, what we call the West Hemisphere, from Canada, America, Mexico, and South America, these are all the same civilizations. No different. There's no difference. Before we were split up, we used to go in each other's land like it was normal because we knew each other by spirituality. By spirituality. See, they're going to keep us dumb, deaf, and blind. They want to keep you and I dumb, deaf, and blind and not realizing, keep us fighting amongst each other. But the reality, the fact, we are the same. I don't care where you at. We are the same. There's no difference. You understand what I'm saying? These are able lands, which was took by force. Which was took by force. And the people that was dwelling there, the indigenous descendants that was dwelling there, was murdered and killed and buried and burnt up and thrown away like garbage. This is the actual true fact. I need for you to understand that. Yeah, we speak facts here. We speak facts here. That's right. This is true. And this is something to think about. So this is part 4. This is part 4. This is part 4 of the FBI and the local law enforcement, parenthesis ISIS, is accept their applications. And how do you know they accept their application? When you see individuals gone. They no longer here no more. They working with ISIS to remove illegal immigrants from America. But you're not illegal because you are us and we are you. Do you understand that? This is an actual true fact. This is an actual true fact, and I want people to understand this, man. And on our platform and on our videos, we talk the truth. Thank you so much, brother. Joseph, good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it because we speak facts here. We speak facts. And what we need is facts amongst us. This is what we need. And this is coming from a spiritual realm. This is coming from a spiritual realm. This is coming from a spiritual realm. And when you are in tune, and when you are vibing, and when you have energy with the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything existing, the Almighty, He will enlighten you. He will enlighten you. He will enlighten you about who you are. And who is your allies. And who stand with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's an actual true fact. In spirituality, you are my brother and sisters. It's an actual true facts. I need for you to understand this. Yes. This is part 4. This is part 4. And ain't nobody really giving it up like this. Maybe they are. I don't know. I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for the actually true knowledge that's right here, that's coming from these platforms, that's coming from this platform, that's coming from this video, that's coming from these vibes, and this understanding with knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I'm looking for this right here, which is going to bridge the gap between this life and the next, and bridge us all together, and recognize that we are able descendants. Peace and blessings be upon Abel. That's right. That stood on business. That stood on loyalty. That stood on respect. Of worshiping the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything existed, the Almighty. This is an actually true fact. And he was the one. He was the one that saved the whole mankind. Man, that's right. Humanity. It was Abel. Abel saved mankind. Because this entity was this close of getting mankind to destroy. To be destroyed. But being that Abel stood on business and loyalty to the Almighty, the human race was saved. Was saved, he wasn't destroyed. This is why the flood happened. This is an actual true fact. And this is from a spiritual realm. This is from a spiritual realm. Right? And we bring it up to what? Modern day right now. And we bridge the gap and see what was going on. That a lot of people that know the city, that's born and raised here, that they disappeared now. How do we know that these individuals that got locked up now, they working with so-and-so? You don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know. We give you an ultimatum. You go to jail, right? You go over here, you do this and do that, or you work with us. We give you a salary. This is why the masses are being, where? The masses. The shiesties, the masks, the ski masks. We call them ski masks. This is an actual fact. So this is why we do what? This is why we bring what? Have you going, Yes, this is what, for real, man. And this is all allegedly. This is all allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Just to have you just thinking. Like, you know what? This makes sense. I don't see Carlos no more. I don't see my boy Mike no more. Where they at? They no longer there. They no longer on the corners with you. They no longer spinning the block. They spinning the block. But they spinning the block on a different way. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you. What's up? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Yeah, man. So these things is to do what? It's to bring knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You can say that. You can say that. That's why they wear that. But like I said, they are separate applications. They paying $90,000 a year, $90,000 a year, and then your sign-on bonus is $50,000. $50,000 just to start off with could get you a down payment of a house. You can pick up and leave. You can pick up and leave. Go to Westchester. You can go upstate. You can go somewhere where people don't know you. Stuff like that. Don't say that's not in New York City or these other places or around America. $50,000 that can get you a down payment on a house. The sign-on bonus, yes. You can take that whole thing, like boom, and get to work. That's an actually true fact. I just want you to understand that. See? Joseph Anderson 1357 said, yeah, they trying to add 10,000 more ISIS agents. That's right. And who knows the city? Who knows the city? Who don't know the city more than the people that's here in your city, that knows the in and out, that knows the movement, that knows where things are being sold at. You know what I'm saying? Where there's guns and drugs and everything else. Who knows where it's at? This is something to think about. That's all I'm saying. This is something to think about. So they rather get this individual that they already got, that's looking at 4 felonies, that's looking at life in prison to get down with ISIS. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. I want to say allegedly, but this is something to have you going, yeah. Yo, I just was outside, I was like, hold on, let me think about this. And it just came to me. And the reason why it came to me, because when you are dealing with spirituality and you walk out with the Alpha Omega, he will implant these things inside of you to have you thinking, to have you unravel the secrets of mankind's mind. If you have a mind of devilish and evil and backstabbing and everything else to destroy individuals, he will reveal it. He will reveal these individuals that have secret hatred towards you or towards civilization. And it could be, he could pick and choose somebody to do what? To inspire you to speak out against evil and corruption. This is an actual true fact. This is why it's really, really important, man. Spirituality is really important. It is the foundation of our existence. It is the foundation of our existence, man. And you know, the fact is that we deal a lot with the physical, and the physical has a beginning and end, has a beginning and end. And dealing with this physical, you can alternate it. You can play with it because it doesn't last. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't last. It's not here to last. But your spirit is here to last because your spirit is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is it, but with limitations. It's a piece. It's a piece of its energy. It's a piece of no beginning and no end. And that's what you want to get in tune with. This is an absolute true fact. Please like, share, and subscribe to one of the dopest channels. That's right. Dopest videos. And coming with bangers and heat to have you going, And this is all a legend. You guys have an amazing Sunday. Peace, y'all.